going to put the lovely palmetto. As you can see, I've already gone around the inner lip with black, and I may retouch that a little bit. So this is first coat. It'll have a second coat, and this has also been coated with a bonding primer, so the paint will stick, because this is shiny, and you know, life's too short for sanding. You have to breathe that stuff, so that's not good. And the paint I use is non-toxic, and it doesn't have any fumes, no VOCs, whatever that is. It's not good. And that's why I can sit in my house and paint. So this is a chalk mineral paint, and part of what I love about painting is the colors. And this is, they say, the lovely palmetto. It's just a beautiful green, and there is some greens in this little Alice in Wonderland motif that I've got here, and besides that, green is just cool. So I'm going to put down a base coat of green all over this. Get my edges down here. And then I'll come back and blend with black. So, we live in crazy, crazy times. The old adage that we're blessed to live in interesting times. And I really believe that's true. But of course, the key word in there is live. So we have to be very clever, and we have to be very self-serving in the fact that, you know, nobody else is going to come along and take care of you. You have to take care of you. So, of course, you have to put your own interests first, which does not mean that we're not benevolent and, you know, that's just the way we are. We are wired as humans to help each other survive. But, you know, there's a lot of creepos out there that think that since they have the power, it's kind of fun to run people around like a bunch of livestock and take their stuff. So we are very much in, and we have been for 100 years, but you know, it's coming, it waxes and wanes, if you will. But the commies are on a runner. And it makes life kind of, you know, disturbing, because the one thing about commies is they're motivated in part by envy. Of course, they're also control freaks that, you know, if you've ever watched One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, or you know, better yet, read the book. So Nurse Ratched, the evil nurse that was so hateful towards the cuckoo, whenever he cheered up her people, because, you know, she wanted them sick, and that was her identity, was how sick these people were, and how she had to sacrifice to take, you know, care of them or whatever. But anyway, we meet these people. We just call them Karens in our society at large. Just people that think that they have the moral authority to make your life miserable. But anyway, back to commies. Commies, although they are Nurse Ratched type control freaks, at the head of them is just people that are pure evil. And I mean, they admit it. That's where they get their power. They're like, yeah, we get our power from, you know. So even if you don't believe in, they do. So anyway, they're very, very evil, and they've got the bit in their teeth, as the old cowboys used to say. And they're having a runaway. And the fact of the matter is, we've had to fight against these people since, well, actually, Ayn Rand, who is my philosophical mentor. Airplane going over. Ayn Rand said that the long struggle of mankind since the time of Plato and Aristotle has been about the efficacy of man's mind. Plato had this idea that, you know, there's this spiritual realm that if we are, you know, just an average everyday person, we're really not privy to all that spiritual information. So you really need a guru, I guess, somebody that might have some insights up into that world of the unknown. Aristotle, on the other hand, said that mankind's ability to think is his tool of survival. And, you know, mankind can survive and thrive in the world over. So we're very clever, and we really don't need Nurse Ratcheds or the elitists to herd us around and tell us how to live and what to do and how to do it and where to go. But they're closing in on us right now. You can feel it. Everybody can feel it. So we just have to be wise, okay? We just have to watch who and what we're doing, and we have to watch the people around us, because civil society is broken down. There's a lot more really damaged people out there that could turn and hurt you. So be careful, babies. Anyway, now I have the first coat of green. Isn't that lovely? And I'm gonna let that dry. And then I'm gonna come in with a second coat, and I'm also going to, I'll show you how I did this one. We'll take a closer look. So this one you can see that I came in, and it's probably gonna take another, I'll sit with it a third time and redo any little spots that I don't like the looks of. But that's the way, oh, look what I did. That's what I did different. Oh, I got to talking. Wait a minute. I got to talking and I painted in too far into the, yeah, that's not what I wanted. So, fortunately, it's only paint. So, I shall be doing a second coat on this too, but I want to get the green off of this first base layer, because we'll do some blending. Okay, it's a good thing we talked this through. So anyway, babies, we live in interesting times. Definitely don't be easily duped. And if it's probably going around like wildfire, it could very well be propaganda. So, I mean, it's really, really hard to know, which source to trust. But, and you don't need to. You don't really need to. You need to just go about your business and develop yourself as much as you can. That's what I was getting to. Getting to the point where you are out there. If there's a cooking class, take it. If there's a typing class, take it. If there's an acting class, take it. If there's a how to pick mushrooms, take it. Learn everything you can. It's all out there. But that comes back to the old, you have to have your self-interest. You have to go after it. Because you don't want people making you. You don't want people making you do anything. But like our friend Benjamin Franklin said, freedom is only fit for a moral society. So if you have chaos and immorality and people that don't go out there and pursue and be curious and learn and better themselves and make a home for their family and be decent people, then, we'd have tyranny, and then you'd have the big boot on your neck. Not good. All right, love you, babies.